That's Milky Chance on the one, the only Brave New Radio. Now, as promised several times already on the show, we have Allison McKenzie here with us in the studio. How are you doing, Allison?
I'm great. What's up, everybody? So happy to be here.
Awesome. It's great having you. Now, do you prefer Allison McKenzie or Allie Mac?
Either is great, as long as you don't call me Big Mac.
Big Mac, you don't like Big Mac?
Yeah.
So the name of your band is the Allie Mac Project, and she actually won the Music Biz 101 and More theme song contest with her song "The World Is Ours." Now, Allison, you're from Freehold, New Jersey, right? So you're local. You're from the area. When did you start singing?
I started singing professionally when I was 15. I worked with like a music school in Freehold called Music University, and I just started, practicing with a teacher, and she helped me gain the confidence to begin performing out in public.
Right. So 15 was when you began singing?
Yeah, so 15 was the time.
And you were part of your church, right?
Yes, yeah. I would sing in, the gospel choir in my church, and over time I just realized that I had this passion for music and for singing, and I just fell in love with it, and that was the point in my life where I was like, I know that I absolutely want to do this.
Your family plays a huge part in your career.
Yes.
I've read. So you're 6 brothers. You have 6 brothers and sisters?
Yes.
That's a lot of brothers and sisters.
Yeah, I
have a hard time dealing with one.
I know. And you know what? I'm not even like in the middle. I'm like towards the end.
Yeah. So are they singers as well?
One of my brothers is a bass player, but it's kind of funny. We all formed a gospel band when we were kids, and we would like record like covers of gospel songs on like cassettes, and we would give it to, people in our family. But, that ended after some time because not everybody was, as interested in music as I was. You
studied in Music University, right, in Freehold?
Yes.
So describe that experience for us.
So Music University was the first place that I got like professional vocal training. I worked with 2 voice teachers there. One voice teacher, Alicia Madison, she was really, like into the pop, the Broadway sound. And then I had another teacher, Elizabeth Kelsey, who was more, classically trained. So it was great to have those 2 different backgrounds, come in and, like I said, gain the confidence to perform in front of an audience.
Right. You've performed in some pretty cool venues. You performed at B.B. King's in New York.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty legendary venue. I've seen a couple shows there. So how was that experience?
It was awesome. I said to myself, like, I would love to perform there. And I just emailed, they have like a pop show, an R&B showcase. I emailed the person behind it, and I was just like, look, I really want to do this. I sent him some of my videos, and he got back to me, and he was like, we'd love to have you.
That's really cool. So you were performing with the Allie Mac Project there?
No, I'm actually going to be performing on January 30th.
At B.B. King's?
No, at Roxy and Duke's in Denellen, New Jersey. Yeah, I'm going to be performing with Big Beat. We're going to be doing a double bill with the Gas House Gorillas.
Now, what's Big Beat?
Big Beat is a 19-piece big band that I am also the lead vocalist of. We perform R&B, we perform jazz, and we even perform some of my own music. Very
cool. And now your own music, because that's what I really want to talk about.
Yeah.
How would you describe your music?
It's pop, it's R&B, it's a little bit of jazz. I'm definitely influenced, just across different genres. So many singers: Ella Fitzgerald, Christina Aguilera, Aretha Franklin.
Right, because I listened to The World Is Ours, obviously.
Yeah.
And it's got like a really cool Aretha Franklin vibe to it.
Yeah.
Which is not, not a lot of people are really exploring that genre anymore.
Yeah, I feel like the music industry is kind of in a state where, everyone is just quickly just trying to make music as fast as they can.
Right.
Whereas I think if we all just take a step back and kind of, enjoy the process and savor the moment and creating, what really is art, we'll get, wonderful music again that people will want to invest time and money in.
Mm-hmm. Really cool. And church and gospel obviously played a huge role in your development. How does that influence your style? Because your style is pretty unique.
Yeah, well, I definitely grew up listening to a ton of gospel music, a lot of gospel artists, and just listening to the way that they would emote in their songs and the way that they performed, the energy that they had. I would really watch in on and just want and be inspired and want to sing that the way that they did and perform it the way that they did.
Anybody in particular?
Let's see. I'm trying to think. Definitely in gospel, the Clark sisters or Shirley Caesar or,
Right. So you're recording your album
Yes, I'm actually recording it here.
Here at William Patterson?
Yes, at William Patterson. Yeah, one of an engineer that I know reached out to me, and he was like, "Look, I have this recording time.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to do a project?" So we're going to be starting that soon, and that's really exciting.
So you have all the songs written?
Yes, all the songs I have a SoundCloud account. It's at Alley Mac Music. I have some live songs on there that I want to turn into, an album experience, the full effect that people can enjoy and that they can purchase.
Where do you want to be 5 years from now? Where do you see yourself, or even a few years from now? Because with this debut album, you're putting yourself out there now.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself in a couple of years?
In a couple of years, I see myself opening up for an R&B or a jazz artist, on the East Coast, just touring and continuing to write and collaborate with people and continuing to sing with Big Beat. Just continuing to be active in the music industry.
Right. Very cool.
Yeah.
A lot of musicians, because my parents are both musicians and my entire family musicians, so I'm really close. Music plays a huge role in my life. And a lot of them had that defining moment, that moment where they realized, this is what I want to be doing. And this is what I want to be doing every day for the rest of my life. This is my passion. Yeah. And you seem like you're really passionate. Was there that moment, that epiphany, like, this is really what I want to be doing?
Yeah, that happened for me actually in church. I was asked to audition for like a solo, and I sang, and it just came out of me so naturally, and it just felt so wonderful to me that it literally just clicked in my head. Even though I was so young at the time, it just clicked in my head that this is exactly what I want to do. And I'm very fortunate that I know that and that I'm driving towards that.
How do you feel when you're up there and you're singing for these people? Because, I mean, that's one of the most vulnerable times for a person, is when you're up there on a stage and everybody's looking at you and you're delivering something. How do you feel when you're up there and you see all these people listening to you?
Well, I always get butterflies. Always. Anytime I sing, I just get the butterflies. But usually what happens is when within the first few seconds of the song, I'm able to just take that energy and just turn it into something that's positive and use it, for myself to make my performance better. And I just become comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Now, The World Is Ours is about, you were inspired by the music industry, right?
Yes.
And you wanted to write about that a little bit. What are some other inspirations that we could expect on this album, this upcoming debut album?
Yeah, so I'm definitely influenced by Sia. I really love her new album, 1,000 Forms of Fear.
What do you think about that new music video, by the way?
I haven't seen it, but knowing Sia, it's probably a little weird. She's very quirky,
Very quirky, yes.
Like, she writes these like killer like pop songs, but it always has like this twist to it, this Sia twist. I would love to write with her. I think she's incredible, and I think she's just a phenomenal writer.
I was listening to one of her interviews, and she collaborated with somebody, but it was just like a small collaboration, and everybody and the other person was getting all the spotlight for it. And in the interview, they said, "Sia, how do you feel about this collaboration? It seems like that other person was getting all the spotlight." And she says, "Listen, I can't complain. It bought me 3 houses, that song." So every time I hear her, that's what I think about now.
Yeah.
Okay, so this debut album, right? Does this have a title yet?
I'm thinking. I'm playing around with things. I like the title "This Way."
This Way.
Yeah, I feel like
the Frank Sinatra song.
No, well, I feel like "This Way" is kind of like I feel like it's kind of provocative. Like it kind of it catches people's attention, and it's kind of like, hey, look over here at what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. So I'm playing around with it.
When can we expect to hear the album?
Definitely by the summer. Definitely
by the summer? Summer 2015? Okay.
Yes.
And where can everybody who's listening right now find you and find your music?
You can go to allymacmusic.com. You can find everything that you'd like to know about me, my music, my shows, blogs, silly pictures, everything will be there.
And social media?
Social media, you can go to www.facebook.com/Allison McKenzie Music. Anything else, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, just search Alley Mac Music and you will find me.
Well, thank you, Allie. That's Allison McKenzie here on Brave New Radio. She is the lead singer of the Alley Mac Project, and she won the Music Biz 101 and More theme song contest with the song The World Is Ours. And here it is on Brave New Radio.
It don't matter what you thought about before, 'cause you're
let you know the world is ours. We're taking it over. It's a new day, new way, the world is ours. We're taking it over. And a second thoughts, let me let you know the world is ours. We're taking it over. It's a new day, new way.